official tagline is the nature conservancy works to maintain fire roles where it benefits people and nature, and keep fire out of places where it is destructive. An excellent sentiment, but the line between fire that benefits people and nature and fire that is destructive can be quite blurry. Actually, no matter where I travel, I couldn't escape the smoke. During the day, visibility was terrible, and at night my eyes stung and my throat hurt, even when holed up in my hotel room. There is no fun because there is that much smoke must certainly indicated a bad fire. This fire had burned with relatively low severity during a time moderate weather condition, and the result were thin forest stands that will be even more resilient to the next fire. There were other pitch with nearly all of the trees killed, but this occurred in areas where the forest is adapted to higher severity fire, and the bear, elk, and other wildlife will greatly benefit. Singly benign, prescribed fire-produced smoke that can be hazard to sensitive population if precautions are not taken. Even a massive mega fire leaves behind habitat for a number of different wildlife species. Society with the cost and benefit based on the expected value of time. The one thing that we know for certain is that in forests across the west, there will be more wildlife in the coming years. In the face of the inevitability, our focus at the Conservancy is on promoting resilient nature and human communities. In the forests that have traditionally supported timber economies, we focus on smart restoration using tools such as mechanical harvest and prescribed fire. In other forests, we advocate managing wildfires at the right place and time, when the conditions are right, just as there is often not a simple answer as to whether fire is good or bad. There is no one single approach to conserving our forest landscape.
It has been estimated that lightning strikes the Earth about 100 times in a second, and is responsible for causing almost 12% for total forest fire in the United States. Forest fires are usually caused by dry lightning or lightning not accompanied by rain. Similarly, volcanic eruption can also ignite forest fire as the hot lava or magma burns everything that comes in its way. Underground coal fires, or the smoldering of coal deposit, is another important contributory factor in lightning as well as raging forest fires. Generally caused by lightning, a forest fire and underground coal fire can continue to smolder for a long time after the ground fire has been extinguished, and thus it can reignite a forest fire. Spontaneous forest fires. At times, wildfire can be spontaneous, especially when the weather is extremely hot and dry to create enough heat that can induce spontaneous combustion. Everything, including wood, has a temperature at which it bursts into flames, which is called its flash point. The accumulation of dead organic matter such as leaves, twigs, and dry branches on the ground can increase the heat. At high temperature, wood can also release hydrocarbon gases that react with oxygen to create a fire. Thus, wood can reach its flash point to ignite spontaneously in extremely hot and dry climatic conditions. Or to be more specific, human killers is responsible for causing more 80% of wildfires. The majority of forest fires caused by human activities can be termed as accidental fires. One of the most important human activities that can cause forest fire is the use of arson for clearing land, which can sometimes go out of control. Sometimes, campers and hikers can leave behind a potential source of ignition like campfires or lighted cigarettes in the forest, which can ignite a wildfire.
Air pollution can give an impact to the human health, environment, and flora and fauna. Uh, for, for the first one is an impact on health. In the short term, it will give the human eye irritation, watering eyes, conjunctivitis, running nose, stuffy nose, sneezing, and stress. On long-term impact, it can contribute to the development of diabetes, spontaneous abortion, underweight infant, birth defect, and infant death. To the impact to the environment, it can give an peat burning and consequent subsidence, where tree roots are exposed and both the peat and forest vegetation becomes unstable, resulting in peat subsidence, massive tree falls, and the consequent loss of large area of the forest. The next is the effect on the flora and fauna. To the fauna, which is animals. Animals will lose their home or habitat due to burning, and the species of flora will be decreased. The last impact of the air pollution or open burning is it can cause a global warming because ozone layer become thin due to the haze that contain various of unhealthy gases. The examples of global warming is currently that we have faced before, which is El Nino.
There are many different methods used to prevent or to reduce forest fire. The first method is protecting all forests and peatland. Is the best long-term solution to the forest. Besides that, laws must be changed and strengthened. The third suggestion, companies must end their role in peat and forest destruction. For example, companies operating in risky areas like Sumatra need to recognize there is a problem and then choose to be part of the solution. This starts with a commitment to no deforestation. And lastly, fire awareness and education. Fire awareness and education activities can be very effective in involving the community and other groups in a fire management program as a responsible partner. A well-informed public will be more likely to use fire carefully and to adopt policy and legal boundaries. It can assist in the prevention, direction and reporting of fires and work with fire personnel to control unwanted fires.
Children appear like ghosts out of the haze on the side of the road. It's uncomfortable to breathe, even with a mask on and in the car. For more than 3 months, these villages have been surrounded by smouldering peatland fires. And it's not just unpleasant, it's deadly. Ratu Anisia's family tried to protect her from the haze, but from the moment she was born, she was breathing in hazardous air.
Napasnya, ya kayak yang mau.
It was like she was struggling for air. Her chest was tight around the heart area.
Di ulu hatinya.
They rushed her to the hospital, but it was too late. Doctors said she died of haze-related illnesses. Each day, Yesi Marcella still makes up a bottle of milk for her lost daughter.
I
call out her name. I remember the exact time when I would bathe her, when she would wake and I would nurse her. I am trying to forget.
A health team has set up a temporary clinic here for this village that's been breathing in the toxic haze for months, particularly affecting children who, as you can see, are not wearing masks.
Tame. Hello. Yeah. People here are suffering from headache and also difficult to breathe and many other kind of ills, especially for children because they do not know about the haze, they do not know about the dangers.
Oke, siapa yang mau pakai masker tiap hari? Maskernya mana? Di rumah.
Winda says her daughter has been coughing like this for 2 months. She's given cough medicine and a simple surgical mask, which will do little to protect her.
Merasa sedih lihat anak.
I feel so sad seeing my children suffer this way. At night, it's terrible. She wakes up at least 3 times.
Batuk.
We want government to do a quick response about health protection for the people here.
Indonesia's health minister admits that they're overwhelmed and is telling people they should stay indoors.
If the pollution level is high, then people should quickly go inside.
But their houses are wood, the smoke is getting inside.
That's true, but you can close the windows with curtains. However, there is nothing you can really do. You can just minimize the impact.
The fires are predicted to burn for at least another month. The effect on the next generation will be felt long after they're put out. Rebecca Henschke, BBC News, Central Kalimantan.